Stream button is going. Bada bing, bada boom. Welcome to episode 64. That is right, 6-4. Adventures in Arrowknee. My name is Brad. I'll be dungeon mastering today in theory. In practice, maybe. Who knows? We'll have to figure that out. Today, we've got a wonderful cast and crew of adventurers. Before I go into the usual stick, please, if you have not subscribed already, please subscribe to Adventures in Arrowknee on YouTube. We are happening. If you're in this call and you're like, oh, I might not be subscribed, please subscribe. And if you're at home and you're like, I might not subscribe, please subscribe. We are here to make fun games happen, run them, play them, have a whole time. You can also check us out on Facebook and Twitter, and we're probably going to dick around on Patreon soon. But yeah, without further ado, we're going to do some intros. Top middle. If I could please get Chris, could you please introduce yourself, describe your character, and also state for us what is Shep's favorite food?
All right, I'm Chris. I am playing Dr. James Shepard. Don't forget the doctor. However, please do not ask for any proof of doctorate, because he will not supply it. Probably doesn't have it. He is a variant human rogue. And his favorite food, that's a good question. He would probably say something like caviar and champagne, because he feels that's what all fancy, rich, esteemed people eat, though he's probably never had it in his life.
Looking up to our top right, Mac, could you please introduce yourself, describe your character, and also state for us, if Andreas had to pick one illegal activity to pick up as a job, what would it be?
I'm Mac. I'm playing Andreas, the Eladrin Circle of Dreams druid. Long white hair, bronze skin, purple and white robes, golden earring, lots of golden earrings and rings and miscellany, filigree. And if I had to take up a crime, I think Andreas fancies himself as like espionage or informer or something like that. Like he does like observing people and being in the know.
Nice. Looking over now to our middle left, Carl, if you could please introduce yourself, describe your character, and also state for us, if Eternal had to pick one NPC to cross off that lives in Arrowknee, who would it be?
Oh, that lives in Arrowknee?
Yeah.
So I am Carl, as Brad said, and I'm playing Eternal, my sorcerer. And who would he cross off? Well, the obvious one would have been Ruggy, but he's already gone. Fidith doesn't actually live in Arrow. He's not really sure of who he'd want to have crossed off right now, but he is working on them. There are several people he's contemplating the circumstances that they contribute to in Arrowknee.
Nice. Awesome possum. Looking over towards our middle now. Ben, if you could please introduce yourself, describe your character, and also state for us, if Hrungnir had to invade one area outside the dome, lead an army to invade, with potential for success, what would it be?
Hello, my name is Ben. Hrungnir is the Order Domain Cleric, follower of Bane. Where would we go? Where would we take our goblins and other followers right now? I'm going to leave that open-ended because I have a feeling that's going to be a hook at some point. And I don't want to give anyone too much information before we do it. There are a couple of places we could head. I think there are some places we haven't been introduced to yet that are going to be the most interesting, though. I'm going to leave a blank. This Mad Libs is a blank right now.
Nice. Looking over at screen right, middle Charlie, if you could please introduce yourself, describe your character, and also state for us what is one resource that Perry would like to control?
That is a good question. I'm Charlie. I'm playing the adventurer formerly known as Lord Periwinkle Dunderbath, now commonly known as Perry. He is missing his left eye due to a catastrophic incident, which now is covered with an eye patch. He's kind of one-eyed Willy, though, because the whole bone just healed over. He's a cleric. Of Lucky, so he's all into all craziness and debauchery, and morals and ethics are kind of questionable, but thus is life. If Perry could control one resource, oh man, it would be a toss-up between some sort of either liquor or some sort of natural aphrodisiac that he could charge out the roof for.
Nice. Looking over now to our bottom middle. Joe, if you could please introduce yourself, describe a character, and also state for us if He Who Sings were to be made as a Lego character, what Lego set, series of sets, would he be included in?
Oh, that's a good one. Yeah, so I am Joa. I will be playing the Bard, known as either He Who Sings or the Bard. And if he were to be included in a Lego set, I think maybe one of those, those old Lego castle things? I think he'd probably be in one of those. He'd definitely be in one of those.
Love it. I love it. I wasn't sure if you'd be shooting for the early days of Bionicle when they were bastard Technics, or
Was there a Gem in the Holograms Lego set?
There might have been. Fuck.
That might be a little too young or a little too old for Joe, though.
I don't know if there's an official one, but
there doesn't seem to be. Actually.
Well, that's the beauty of Lego. It doesn't really matter if there is an official one or not.
That's right.
You can still do
yeah.
it.
I haven't seen Gem of the Holograms. This needs to get out of my list, because this looks like a hell of a time.
Yeah, I'm a little bit older than most of you, not all of you, Carl.
Oh, thanks.
You got me by a couple.
That's added to my list. Gem of the Holograms. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah, without further ado, today we're doing episode 64. It's happening. We're doing the game. Today's adventure will start off in Lucky's Tavern. He will have already procured your drinks for you. He'll indicate that the first round is free today. He's grumbling now to himself about how, for some reason, nobody seems to stick around for the second round. He's wondering if his first round free policy is actually a good idea. And so, in conclusion, I don't think that trying to set up shop in Broken Claw is a good idea. I think it's a lost cause. I think it's a failed state. They have a strong authoritarian in charge that seems to be giving fuck all to the people and shutting down any sort of protest or anything along those lines that seem to be disagreeing with their very specific regime. I think it's failed. It's bad. The system of currency is going under. They've inflated to astronomical means. It's just rough. Lucky's a few drinks in. It's early.
It does sound a lot like a certain place I know. The whole authoritarian regime who does what he pleases and dictates the lives of his peons.
You've got to wonder. Every time this happens, everything goes up. Everything. No good ever came after an authoritarian regime without a specific, overhaul of the whole system. Everything just crumbles to shit, usually within about 3 to 5 years. It's always a shitstorm.
Yes, but we all do. Yet every single one of us thinks I could do a better job if I was in power, compared to whatever government or corrupt autocrat he's currently there.
Well, that's the problem. It's never the first authoritarian you got to watch out for. It's the second one that assassinates the first one. That's always the one you've got to keep a fucking eye on. It's never a good time. Always bad stories. Always a bunch of death. Bunch of people not alive at the end.
Perry will
Indeed.
Perry will come up. Yes, but how can you protest and how do you boycott them with Ruggis Douglas as the fucking leader?
Oh, every god's got a simple economy they work on. Worship. Easy way to debase that. Well, you make him look like an ass. Make the god bleed. Bring him out, string him up in front of the streets. You don't have to kill the god.
Is it that simple, though? I thought most of his was legislative and contractual.
A lot of it is. See, that's where you got to look through the system. It's a trickle-up system. They'll always lie and say it trickles down. They'll say, oh, I'm the god, I grant you with power. No, you worship them. You pray to them, and that's the power that they get. They all pretend that they're not beholden to you, and guess what? Bada bing, bada boom. See, that's the trick. Find out what followers they have, cut off their worship, and mum's the
So
word.
if we made him pee his pants, per se?
Yeah, beat the shit out of him, string him up in the street, show him what's going on. And I'm willing to bet that the other higher-up gods would probably take note as well and start to question why it is they're aligning with it. That, or you could just take it to the other higher gods that are keeping them in power. I'm sure some of the higher-ups would really notice if their follower count dropped significantly. He'll look over to Harunka. Aren't I right?
Wouldn't that be just largely bureaucratic, though?
Yes. I mean, violence is always a solution, but never a permanent one. Violence seems to beget violence.
Violence is often a permanent solution, but that's a different conversation.
Semi-permanent.
That's the thing about violence. It's only permanent if you go far enough. Once
Well,
you go
look
there-
at Fidith.
That would bring a nod from Hrunger. No words.
Yeah, look at Fidith indeed. He's not going to say a lost cause, but I'll heavily imply it. I still don't know why they keep him around. I swear, we get the right crew of adventurers about level, I don't know, 8 to 10. We could probably cross him right off a list. Ugh.
They all keep him around. They keep him around because they don't know who gets him.
I'm still kind of new here. So what's the problem with this Fidith guy?
He's a lich. He's basically like, he's kind of kept around as like a, you know how sometimes you can like keep wine around and flies will fly over to it and get trapped? He's kind of like that up towards the north. People come over to trade and be ambassadors, usually to do fucked up things. And then they meet Fidith and then he fucks them over inevitably. And that's kind of how the sausage gets made. It's the whole thing.
Gotcha.
Like I said, there's a whole laundry list of individuals who think that he is theirs, and they're all having a discussion about it.
I'm sure they are. It seems to be the ipso facto. I lost the word. First time you see him do this, doesn't lose words often.
It's okay, Lucky. Look, pretty much this is what it comes down to. They're going to be arguing over them. That's kind of their point of interest or their focus right now. But in the meantime, he's running around doing whatever the fuck he wants because he's not answering or beholding to any single one of them.
Oh, he's got one he bows to. That would be Orcus. Big dick.
Well, I mean, that's pretty granted. You generally don't fuck with Orcus.
True. He's also managed to align himself with the Slayer. I'm not sure exactly how. And he also seems to be towards the beck and call of the one... it's beck and call, not beck and call. What am I doing? Referencing Beck as though some half-assed, very specifically crazy 90s band is in any way.
It's okay. I do not think you're a loser, baby.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that.
I think I went to an academy with a beck and call.
Oh, nice.
Well, that was a long time ago.
Did you get crazy with the cheese whiz?
Of course. As was the norms at the time.
Understandable. A lot of termites choking on splinters. Real fucky time.
Yeah.
But I'm evidently not up for any sort of lore discussions today. I'm kind of just pissing into the breeze. I'm sure you guys don't want to stick around and chat for 3 hours straight and inevitably get like 20 gold at the end. I figure you guys can...
No.
Did you find something to do today?
Actually, I believe we had promised Yargala that we would, at least I had, that I would help clean out some gutters. You know, she kind of brought me back to life and whatnot. Kind of feel like I owe her.
Probably fair. You do not want to get on her bad side, especially when you're not breathing. Well,
But if any of you are interested in joining me, you're welcome to.
oh, you know it. I'm all down for... Who the fuck let him in? How did you get here? Oh, it was the door. It was the front door. I have a guard at the front door. His name's Drogar. He does a good damn job. He's a gentleman and a scholar. Don't try and give me that shit. Well...
He's under the dome right now.
Is he under the dome right now? What's he up to? What the fuck is he doing under the dome?
I don't know.
Well, your guy out there, Lurpoo, he's the one actually guarding the place. He said I could come in. He would never do that. No, he's very specifically lawful. A very astute gentleman. I pay him good money. He does good work.
Yeah,
Don't try to...
I think he was looking for a potion of enlargement.
Actually, yes. I am looking for that specifically. I want to have about 30% of my body mass penis. That's what I'm looking for.
Not that kind of enlargement, you dirty little louse.
Look, I'm a man with goals. What can he say? Ruggy Dug Duggy. Yeah, I'm down to fuck.
Very
What can I...
poor medical condition.
Look, I want to get a boner and pass out. Is that so much to ask?
Perry will turn to Eternal. Let the little guy dream. He doesn't have much else.
Fucking rocket ship up to Boner Nova, you know what I'm saying?
He kind of like holds up his finger to Perry like, okay.
You know, I heard that there's a red or a void tech that you might be able to make a deal with to make that happen.
Make a deal to make things happen. I like that mindset. That, I think, is something I'm going to run with. You'll hear Lurpoo walk in. Ruggy, bro, did you teleport past me again? Look, I'm not saying I did it. Grab, drag. All right, well, I'm sure you all need to fuck off then. Better things to do, better things to see. Leave. Goodbye. Fuck off.
This is why we never get to the second round. Lucky.
Oh, true, yes. It's... You gotta wonder how I make the money around
You
here.
drive us off after the first.
It's actually quite brilliant. The faster the turnover, the more clientele he can get in here.
Nobody wants to go into a place that's empty. Gotta make it seem hopping and popping. Keep people shuffling in, shuffling out. Works quite well.
Yep.
Perry will say a quick little prayer. Anything you want me to keep an eye out for today?
If you could, please. Keep an eye out for any information. I do so appreciate a good gossip around town.
Noted.
On the way out, I will wink at Lucky.
He'll wink back. Or, sorry, he'll wink back. You'll successfully leave the tavern. You'll know exactly where the orphanage is. It's one of the very prominent buildings in town. There's a lot of halflings that hang around there. Most of them smoke. It's a whole thing. Several of them have like 5 o'clock shadow, despite the fact that halflings tend not to grow facial hair. You think it might be more for show. There's a couple standing outside. They've got gray flat brim caps. They're holding dolls. One of them has a small, looks to be like a lollipop of some sort. And another one has like looks to be a phone on a string. Doesn't seem to be attached to whatever thing it was supposed to be corded over to. One of them walks over to you, takes a firm drag off a cigar. Oh, gosh! Oh! It was supposed to be badass. All right, what do you want?
We're here to clean some gutters.
Oh, you're here to clean some gutters? Well, I'm here to fucking collect. You'll hear a ring. Oh, is that someone here to clean my gutters? You're lucky the lady caught you. They spread out around the door. You'll see that there's a small child inside working on a boat. Seems to be coming along quite nicely. Well polished. It's got a firm amount of pitch inside by this point. Doesn't seem to be big enough to fit through the door, but they're not seeming to worry about that. You'd see them working on it outside and inside. You think they might have some way of transporting it, maybe like a portable hole or something like that. This small dwarven child waves over to you. Hi, who wants to look at my boat?
I'll
That-
have a look.
That looks stunning. Yargala, you look as enchanting as ever.
Oh, thank you. I do so appreciate a good brown noser. It's always good to get a compliment. Well, I'm sure you all know about the gutter scenario. I'm sure so-and-so told you all about it.
Yes.
It's got parts for the oars. It's got the little slots and they turn. And you put the oars in and you row and you row. It's really good. You make it over a bunch of ways. I put some supports inside so it wouldn't break. Because I tried a smaller one and it didn't do so good. Maybe sometime you guys can come out rowing with me.
That would be delightful.
Yay! You know where I want to explore?
Where?
I want to explore the river. I want to see what's upstream.
Only adventures, I'm sure.
Oh, I'm sure that'll go wonderfully safe. Calm it down now, Jimmy. We've got some goop to take care of. And if you're also interested in traveling north on the river, I would recommend a high-level fucking party. For the inevitable danger that would so end your short life expectancies. You never know what could be lurking trying to naturally select you all. It's a terrible shame when you're more than a couple of days' travel and can't get someone to resurrect you.
I will wholeheartedly take that advice.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. And I'm sorry, what did you say your name was, Peter?
Perry.
Ah, Terry, thank you. Sorry, I have a hard time with these names. I can never tell who's going for the gender neutral these days, but I support it.
You can call me whatever you want.
Whatever you want. Big fan of it. Very non-committal. Yes, whatever you want. What is it you need?
We're here to clean your gutters.
Oh, the ones outside. Yes, of course. I'll get the ladder. She makes her way over to the door, opens up. You'll see one of the halflings is like hiding a cigar. The other one is like throwing a drink off into a bush. Hello, ma'am, they all say. Oh, dearies, you're behaving as usual. Yes, ma'am. One of them is like actively coughing out smoke. The other one like elbows to the gut. I'm sorry. Thank you, ma'am. Fuck you. Oh, they're so well behaved. This is so good to me. Come out with me to the shed. Do you all need drinks? I forgot to ask. Do you need lemonade?
Oh, no, thank you.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm good, thanks.
I would be remiss to decline such a wonderful pleasure.
I'll bring some out eventually then. I'll get a large platter. It'd be wonderful. You'll all have lemonade. Do you like ice cubes or other shapes of ice in your lemonade?
I prefer no ice cube. I find it waters down the drink.
I like a stiff drink myself. Oh, it's good for you. Puts the old hair on the nipples. You know what I'm saying?
Indeed.
Well, I think follow me into the shed. She'll walk you around the other side of the orphanage where you can see there's like a slide, there's a swing. A couple of the halfling gals have very large hairdos. These are like very specifically done up. You think they've got some form of fantasy perm going on here. So then I said to Jimmy, I said, if you're going to keep going out there boxing on Friday nights, I'm taking the kids to my sister's. I'm not having none of that shit. You put up with them for way too long. I'm rooting for you here, honey. Oh, it's the miss. Hello. Oh, look at the dairies over there. They're just hanging out. Oh, gotta love it. Young girls just learning about life. That's the thing about these elfin children. They take a long time to age. That's why they seem so mature at a glance. Oh, and we're over to the gutters now. Right up there. She'll point to the gutters along the roof leading down. They ripple. There's no wind. Oh, we'll get to the ladder eventually. She's walking very slowly. Makes her way over towards the it looks to be like shed area. She'll open up the door. You'll see a lot of fucking weapons. These are old. They are cast off. They have etchings of wars past. There are banners in here. There are like very large, look to be like saddles for beasts that don't seem to be horse in nature. They look too wide or too long, with extra straps and some straps missing. It's a weird time. Here's the ladder. She'll take out a ladder, looks to be about 3 feet long. She'll hit it on one end. The other end will have about 10 more feet of ladder expand from it pretty quickly. This is my ladder, trusty stuff. You can't find these around much anywhere else. I had a very specific gentleman make it for me a very long time ago. He was a great kisser. And I'm sure you'll all be doing well then. You'll get to the roof and take care of the gutters. Is that right?
Of course.
Absolutely. Might I say that is quite the collection of weapons. I've heard that you were a fabled warrior, but seeing this collection up close just furthers that.
Oh, thank you. Back in my day, they called me Arguella the Terror. Or they just called me, ah! Depends on what their last words were.
Perry will let out like a deep laugh, like a very genuine deep laugh at that.
She'll look off in the distance. Something's like a bird is flying overhead. I swear they're gonna do something about that super ruggy. Has someone addressed that problem yet?
Not that I'm aware of, but I will, I'll speak to Lucky on it for you.
I swear, he should have never been put in charge of the town. Ever since he won that election, he's been a real pain in the ass. They want to put someone new in, like that respectable young man, Fainoir. He really takes good care of things. A nice gentleman. He came by the other week and made sure I was doing all right. Helped me with my taxes. Very nice of him. Well, I won't bore you with the details. I'm going to go get some lemonade going. Fresh squeezed. Nothing but the best for my dear helpers. And I'll see about sneaking in a candy bar for each of you as well.
That would be delightful.
Wonderful.
Thank you.
Yes. She'll slowly make her way back towards the other end of the orphanage. Only seems to have one exit in the front. You'll think the playground out back is kind of weird because it's only got the one entrance and one exit. Doesn't seem to add up with like a standard building layout. As you're inspecting the roof, you think there might have been a few additions on here. You're not sure around when. This looks to be kind of older architecture. If you had to guess, it's not up to code. Might have been around before there was one. A lot of the shingling on here looks to reflect the same. It's kind of haphazard. Looks to be like your standard like ceramic shingling. Looks to be pretty robust, enough for people to stand on. Picture like old Spanish homes, like in Spain, like Madrid. Pretty closely stacked. Looks to be robust. Holds up to the elements. What would you like to do?
Well, shall we get to it?
I say, what kind of strange social experiment is this place?
You quickly learned in Arrowknee that the fewer questions you ask, the better off you'll be.
It is the best.
Everyone asks questions.
As a doctor, I must say that perhaps I should wander around and take notes while you clean things.
Dr. Shepard, if that's how you feel, I kind of wonder why you came along today.
They said there were orphans and I don't know. Actually, I have no idea.
I don't think these orphans are really just the type to answer questions. I think
Or
bad
or the
things have
type to,
happened.
or the type to
Don't think
be
they're
orphans.
actually orphans.
They're obviously halflings, but I'm not going to mess with Yargella. That is one woman I want to be on the good side of. Dr. Shepard, if you're going to take your notes, have a drink here. They'll hand over a thing of scotch.
Shep will happily drink scotch.
Well, if you
They'll
insist.
sit on the ground, probably halfway. Are those two halflings still out there? The two female halflings?
They are. They're now talking about how their current goal is to get a hold of a good cart and leave this whole place behind. They want to take them and their kids and really make a go of it in a new land. They think that the change of scenery will really fix everything going on.
Dr. Shepard, there is one thing that I would ask, perhaps in reciprocation of the hospitality that I've granted you.
Oh?
Any little tidbits of gossip you hear them talking about or coming up with, if you could just jot that down and pass it along to me when we're done.
Sure.
Very good. Thank you. Well, if the rest of you are ready, shall we head on up and clean out the gutters? Hey, Eternal! I just noticed that. Are those new modifications to your boots?
Why, yes, I do have new feet.
You'll hear in the back of your head, "Laying it on kind of fucking thick."
You'll hear back, I'd rather be laying it on thick with fucking Yargella than dead and unable to be brought back.
No response.
By the way, I've got somebody taking notes for your gossip.
Fucking good, I need it. I'm having a rough day.
Well, why don't you go take some action surge powder, get fucked up, go down to the Denizens, and just have some fun. That's what you're all about.
Off in the distance, you hear a door slam.
Everything is right now. And he'll head on up.
At that, we are looking at a fun battle mat. This is pretty half-assed, if half-assed were ever the thing that we don't do. Let's do a... Actually, I don't think we need it. We might not need a break. I might just actually be ready, like, for a combat.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
It's a whole thing. It's a big deal for me.
Oh my god,
Who
Brad.
are you?
I was say,
Miracles
who are you?
happen.
You've
You should-
ascended to the next level.
We should probably take a break just because you're ready.
Honestly, that's not a bad idea. What if we just did a break? What if we just did a 15-minute break? Because it all happened.
Is it a break
Is-
to break? Wow.
Is that's a thing?
We can do that. Yeah, we can just take a break. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do a 15-minute break. Smoke it if you got them. Get fucked up. We'll be right back, friends. Bada bing, bada boom. And we're back, and I look more tired than I did before I left. It's because I napped. That's what happened. I had a good grocery store trip. Got some fucking eggs and fucking cheese curls. Those good ones. Not the Chester Cheetos, like real cheese curls. It was good shit. Fuck. Episode 64 of Arrowknee. Adventures in Arrowknee. We're doing it. On a scale from 1 to doing it, we're doing it. We've got a whole battle mat ready. Big day. We've got Goops outlined here. They are Goop. We've also got a merry-go-round, a slide, as well as looks to be like a bench area, which I have poorly done. It's a great time. It's really magical. At that, I would love to find out, where is everyone going to be hanging out?
Since we're going to do the gutters, I was planning on turning into a panther and going straight up the wall.
Okay. Turning into a panther and running straight up the wall. Andreas, you will... what's your movement speed?
As me or as a panther?
It's a panther.
Because as a panther, I have a 40-foot climb speed and 50 feet of movement.
You'll make your way up. You see Goop?
Does the goop move?
Well, it doesn't move. You see a little mouth emerge from it. You hear it whisper something. Then you hear it say something low. You'll see it like kind of expand a little bit, like it's breathing in. And then you'll hear a ooh. Then you'll see it expand again. And then you'll hear a yeah. What would you like to do?
Brad, you're not playing with me, are you? This is happening? Oh. Perry's gonna go, all right, boys, let's make our way up.
Do it.
All you hear from the roof is a very loud and audible hiss.
Who's got the ladder? That's a no one already. Perry, where are you going over to?
I'm gonna go up. Sorry. Yeah, I'm going up the ladder to the roof.
Okay, you're getting the ladder up there. We're putting the ladder up to the roof. Where would you put it? Left side, right side?
When in doubt, go left.
Okay. Ladder will extend here. Yeah, bada bing, bada boom. Perry, you are making your way up. You'll see there's a panther waiting for you. Panther, would you move back so you can fit?
Yep. I'm also like deep purple in color.
Okay. Is this purple? Excuse me. I'm just gonna say it's I can't see purple.
We can't see.
Yeah,
If
you
you're-
were not
if you're-
sharing your screen.
Oh, that'll fucking help.
I'm watching it on YouTube,
That's
just a little bit
that's when
delayed.
we were going abstract.
I was like, theater of the mind.
That'll help.
Yeah, that's purple.
Oh, if that's the case, did I know they were all on that side?
Yes.
Then I would have put the ladder in the middle.
Okay, definitely fair. Friends, retconning is painful sometimes, but other times it's just an important tool to not be a dick. We're gonna retcon this one right now because, as much as I like fucking over Perry, with the ladder, be a little mean.
I mean, if you want to say Perry ends up there after getting up the ladder, that's fine.
Okay.
But for the sake of everyone else, the ladder placement should definitely be in the middle.
You are there. Shep, where would you be at?
I'm just wandering around with my notebook, looking important,
Like over here?
taking notes on anything I hear. Probably close to the. Is it a seesaw?
Uh,
Yeah.
it
Not
is.
on the seesaw.
It's a very
Yeah,
bad
right there.
picnic bench.
Oh, okay. It
Yeah.
could be a seesaw though. It's a playground.
It could. You know what? It's a seesaw. That is
You
definitely.
yeah.
Yes.
Go with it, Brad. You should have just said yes.
I don't. Yeah, I am not good at this. Sorry. It is a seesaw. You are at the seesaw. There are two halfling women who are discussing potentially leaving their husbands. One is a very specific kind of boxer, and the other one is a very specific kind of gambler. They are talking about the goings on in town and how they haven't heard from their cousins over east in a while.
I'm very, or I'm trying to be very inconspicuous and take little notes in my notebook. Oh, taking swigs off of Perry's, where he gave me flask.
Nice. Hrungnir, where are you going over to?
Hrunger would make his way towards whatever the structure is directly ahead of him.
That would be, yeah, that's a slide right there.
Yeah, somewhere on the other side of it. I'm just going to keep an eye on the two that went up the ladder. I'm not going up a ladder.
Okay. Your turn?
That'll be it.
Cool. Eternal, what are you up to?
He'll kind of like walk over towards where here is and watch to see what happens.
Would this be fair placement?
Yep. He will watch to see if he needs to turn his new feet and help out Perry and Andreas.
Alrighty. And he who sings.
Yeah, I'm gonna make my way over. Probably head to the bottom of the ladder and start making my way up.
Cool. We'll get you to about here. Would that be a fair placement?
Yeah, that'll work.
Right.
I don't want to stay out of the range, but still up there.
At that, you'll hear a deep inhale and exhale from the goop. I need to leave. Can one of you help me get out of here?
I will hiss and back away slowly, because I am incapable of speech.
Where do you want to go?
There's a large part of me I need to get back to.
And where? Where is that?
I think west.
And how would you like us to do that?
I need you to escort me outside of this dome.
Do you want us to like put you in a bucket or something and like carry you out?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I suppose. Can we get a bucket? In the back of his mind, Perry is going. Do you know anything about a talking ooze who's potentially like missing a large part of himself and wants to get out of the dome?
Shots! 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 Now I don't care if it's in my belly button. Taking it. Go on.
Oh, that's my guy.
That's my god.
Bucket, please.
Eternal will start walking over to the shed. There we go. I'll like open it up and look at it and see if there's a bucket.
You find a
Large
dark steel bucket.
Okay. Like how big?
10 gallons. Standard bucket. Seems to be used to hold something potent.
All right. All right. I'll bring it out and carry it over to them.
Yes, we just need to make sure that this bucket will hold you and not erode.
Oh yeah! Pop me on in there.
And Perry will very confusedly and tentatively kind of take the bucket and scoop him up.
Alrighty. This like amorphous dark black blob kind of like envelops your arm as you're trying to scoop him, and then like travels around you and into the bucket. I've been stuck on this roof for a long time.
How long?
Oh, 3 feet, maybe 4. Very specific reference. There's a movie about a kid that travels through time. It's British made. It's really good. If you haven't seen it, it's got a bunch of good folks in it. Like it's got a bunch of like the Monty Python folks. It's really good.
I guess we'll take you on down. But we just need to clean out the rest of the gutters.
Oh yeah! As the goop leaves, the gutters are about spotless. Seems to have corroded like a small fragment of the piping itself. Clean as shit.
Can we mend the gutters?
Definitely.
All right, I will mend the gutters.
We should take care of this and then come back and fix the gutters.
I mean, I guess. I mean, he's not going anywhere. He's in the bucket. The mending goes pretty fast.
All right. Eternal will climb up the ladder. And... Are you talking about casting the cantrip mending?
Yeah, casting the cantrip. Yeah, I'm not going to sit there and try to get Pops' welding gear and do it that way. No. Cantrip.
It's successful.
All right. Well, I appreciate your help, Eternal. Good work. Let's get this guy back to where he needs to go.
Did you hear about old Sean there? Heard he got axed over at the East End. Yeah, something about speaking out against that old ruggy. They chopped his head off. Yeah, I heard it rolled like a son of a bitch. Shep, this is what you're hearing from the halfling women. They're just kind of gossiping about the goings-on. Broken Claw seems to have gotten dark.
I'm hurriedly writing everything down.
The rest of the group will successfully collect a 10-gallon bucket full of some sort of talking goop. Seems to be unrelated to anything in the past. I don't think that's got any bearing on this.
10 gallons is about 45 liters for you normal people.
Yes, the rest of the active world. Sorry for this. Yeah. You guys bringing them over west?
Yeah.
Hmm.
At some point, my wild shape will wear off.
Alrighty. You'll successfully bring this bucket over towards the western end of the dome. Oh, I need to get out. Not a good time here for people like me.
Well,
exactly
what do you mean people
are
like
you?
you?
I have no idea.
If you don't mind me asking, how did you get this way?
I fell in some gutters. Couldn't get my bearings to get out. That's the way the gutters are shaped. I tried to go up one end and I went down the other. Next thing I know, I'm casting this weird spell called a kickflip. Very strange.
Have you always been Goop? For lack of a better term, no offense.
I have no idea.
What do you know?
I know I need to get out.
Don't we all?
Yeah,
make your way-
Eternal just kind of being quiet.
You'll make your way over to the edge of the dome. It's a very large goop waiting.
Is he able to pass through the dome?
You're not sure.
If I swing the bucket, attempting to do an arc going in and out, does it pass through the dome?
Passes through on the first swing and then boom, as it makes its way back.
That is concerning. Yes. Fuck.
Very-
Fuck.
Large goop takes the form of a humanoid. Has some hair growing down its face, a weird looking beard, pulled back ponytail. Looks to be like a wrestler's outfit, like your standard like jet black singlet. This figure walks up towards you all, has a logo on his t-shirt, and like a general grayish black tinge to his skin. Looks like someone poured black ink on a person. It says bone saw across his chest. Looks to be like a dragonborn, but with a beard. It's very strange. Hello! Nice to see you, pretty. He'll reach his finger into the bucket. The bucket will right up into his hand. At which point, this gentleman will look over to you all. I assume you need payment.
If you insist.
Who are you?
I am the bone saw. Who are you?
My name is... shit. I was going to lie, but I couldn't think of anything quick enough. My name is Perry.
Well, Perry. I'm going to turn off the battle map. Well, Perry. What be your loot of choice?
I don't know. Let me check with my friends. Guys, what the fuck is going on here?
It seems to be some sort of sentient ooze.
Something like that. His brother, or he was the brother of the general. I suspected that.
I'm not the general.
Heard something about him in a potion shop. Fire explosion several months ago.
Does he live at the orphanage as well? It will affect
No.
my studies here.
Not at all. He the last time I saw him, he was down in the Underworld with working for Mary.
Oh. Take more notes.
Would you like to speak with your brother, Bonesaw?
No, he would not approve of what I got going on here.
What do you have going on here?
He'll reach an arm out. It will extend about 15 feet and grow largely in size. And then he'll pull the arm back to its normal size.
There's a halfling that I think would like to speak with you about that ability. Does that work for everywhere on your body?
Indeed it does. Why does this halfling want to assimilate?
He very well might.
What about any of you?
Similar to
Uh,
what?
I've done my fair share of assimilating in my time. I'm good, thanks.
My mind's already occupied by a god.
Mm.
I prefer to do my studying from outside the subject, thank you.
Oh, but of course. And assimilation for yourself, friend. You come with me and you get to join.
I'm just curious as to assimilating into what. I need to know more.
You join the almighty Jubilex.
Yeah, like an Arcana check.
Arcana, religion, history, your pick.
Ah,
Well,
it sounds like a party. Jubilee. Like, was it like a 50 year, every 50-year party?
Yeah,
Uh,
something like that.
while that Arcana check is going on, I'm gonna elbow Perry and be like, "Would you like a
21 on the
Norsat's
Arcana.
eye for that?" And I'm just gonna point at his eye patch.
I can make an eye for him.
Perry lifts up his eye patch, showing that now there is just healed over skin and bone. He goes, kind of won't really work like that.
I can try.
Yeah.
Bad. Do you need it?
I mean, I don't really need it. I think I look quite dashing with the eye patch.
Agreed.
I believe
20,
Charles
21 on the
right.
Arcana for me, by the way.
What do you got, Eternal?
Oh, I was just saying that to Barry that I believe the proper term is rakish.
Eternal, I have never appreciated you more than this moment.
What would the standing between Jubilex and Bane be currently with a 23 religion check? Bless you.
Thank you.
Gesundheit.
23 Arcana check from yourself, Harangir, and then another one from Joa.
Yeah, I got a 21.
21 from Joa. You'll note. Excuse me. You'll note on the 21, 9 plus 10, definitely enough to get you that this Jubilex thing, this slime thing, seems to be pretty sketch at best. Yeah, this sounds like a big name, sounds like a proper name, sounds like a big thing that's trying to recruit. You've heard of stuff that does this, usually gods, and based on what he's describing and his inability to get through the dome, you're not sure how much you want in. For Bane, Jubilex is a demon. I say a demon. He is like the midpoint between an ooze and a demon. Kind of stands on 1 foot in each category. Definitely not a big fan of Jubilex. Bane is not a big fan.
Can I get a sense of how powerful the creature in front of me currently is?
Preferably like in a CR rating kind of way.
Yes.
Definitely not the single digits.
Cool, so like a 2.5. That's good.
Yeah, like a
That's
CR.
how that works.
Yeah.
Yep.
Might be off by a factor.
I don't know. Might be fun. Want to fight the Goop? Someone might die.
So, Mr. Bonesaw, you were talking about loot.
Oh yeah.
What do you have to offer?
Anything you want.
Whenever someone says that, I get extremely suspicious. What's the catch?
Only catch. There is none.
In my scientific studies, I find that there is always a catch, sir.
You ain't been rolling with the right folks then.
If I happen to pull a sugar cookie out of my pocket and say syrup, does syrup appear?
You pull a sugar cookie out? He does not.
Well, if no one else is going to ask for anything, some armor of gleaming would be lovely.
Most
I w-
doable.
I do not like my attire getting dirty.
They have spells for that.
Mm.
Yes, but it's such a hassle.
Yes, indeed. From his chest, he'll size up whatever armor you're wearing. What is it you're wearing right now?
I think it's studded leather.
He'll pull out studded leather. This is
Sorry, it's just plain leather.
Oh, okay. He will pull out studded leather. This is looks to be decadent in make. Looks very BDSM in its aesthetic. Monochromatic, jet black. He hands it over to you. Looks great.
This looks wonderful. Not at all my aesthetic, though. I'll have to do something about that. But thank you.
I think if you're going to wear that, you need a necklace that says Daddy.
Bold of you to assume I don't have one already.
He'll
Does
slowly
anyone
pull
have
out a necklace.
identify?
I do not have those abilities, no, my fine doctor.
I can cast it.
What can't you do?
I have no idea.
Well, apparently he can't enter the stone.
This is true.
He cannot, yet parts of him are here already, and this armor, which I am presuming is a part of him, can.
Oh no.
It's interesting.
Deposition.
Have you heard of someone by the name of Christine?
Do you know Christine?
I'm asking if you do.
I think you got your answer.
Yeah, Christine is a friend of ours.
Do you know where she's at recently or what she's been up to?
Of course, you want to come and see her.
I don't have the time right now. Very pressing engagements and whatnot, but if you could just... Where's she at so I could drop by at another time?
Oh, way up west. I think you guys might call it Magical North.
Do you happen to know what she's been up to over there? And what would that be? Just in case we wanted to bring her something to help when we came by. Gifts are always good for Christine.
His hand will stretch out and then arc to make a doorway. It'll glow. Off red. Come on in. I got time.
I hear my god calling me. I'm supposed to be doing body shots, apparently.
Yeah, I think I hear his god calling me too.
Mm.
But I very much appreciate the offer. Thank you, Mr. Bonesaw. Do you have a number we can reach you at?
Nah. When you need me, I'll be there.
Oh, it's the armor, isn't it? Yeah, thought so.
Is the armor able to pass through the dome?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the armor isn't him. We're not quite sure what the armor is, but
Do you want me
we'll
to
figure
check
that
that
out
out?
later.
Do you want me to check that out for you?
That would be good, yes.
I'm gonna cast Identify on it.
I'll
Don't
do
be
just
so
know what
rude.
kind of bleach I need to use on this.
Curse this shit. You put it on, wear it for more than a half hour, it starts tracking your every location, keeping tabs on everything you're saying. It essentially acts as like a jumping point for a scrying spell.
Better question. Is it active when not worn?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
We have a blacksmith in Arrowknee, right?
Can any of you cast Unseen Servant?
I
That
can.
is nuts.
Oh, sorry. I must be going. Come on, everyone. Let's go.
Agreed.
Just seeing your bone saw.
Nice seeing you too, Eternal.
Eternal will turn and start walking away.
Runger would be the last to leave the face to face.
As you're the last one looking him in the eyes, he winks at you, motions over the door. You sure you don't want in?
In just time,
We'll set a date.
we will.
I will bring this armor to whoever the nearest blacksmith is, and see if they can't like reforge this or do something with it so it is A, not cursed, and B, not black.
You'll bring bring this armor over to a place called Hammer and Sickle. They seem to be working on various accoutrements of armors and whatnot.
Hammer and Sickle, they're worker owned, aren't they?
Oh, definitely.
Okay.
Viciously. You'll see there's a dwarf working the metal as well as a red dragonborn working the fire. They hate each other. They don't get along at all. One of them's very zany. The other one's very buttoned up. The money's too good having dragon fire and dwarven steel because they both technically own the place, so it's not false advertising. But they just hate they hate the whole setup. The dwarf will make his way over to you. Oh, what's going on there? How you doing?
Doing all right. A special request.
Eh,
Cursed armor of gleaming here. Can you do something about the cursed bit?
Not
And
a
can you do
magic man.
something about the black bit?
Nope. Not a tanner, not a black.
Yeah.
Not
You-
a...
You're going to need to either take that to like a cleric's guild or to Shidith.
There's a tannery uptown. They treat a
Or
lot of the
service.
leather around here.
I'll take it to Shidith. I think Shidith will be fun.
The furnace might be a better idea.
I think so. Give it a toss.
Ah, yeah, go for it.
Yeah, I really wouldn't trust.
He'll
Oh,
pull
yeah,
out-
I-
Hey, Perry. You know where Lucky
yes.
is? You know where Lucky is?
Currently indisposed.
Sorry,
In
Mr.
his
Bard.
usual manner. In his usual manner.
Yeah, sorry, Mr. Bard. You don't. I don't trust Shittith. I don't think anyone trusts Shittith. But he is very entertaining.
I'll tell you one thing about Shittith. He doesn't like curses that track shit. That's one thing he's not about.
Which is why it would be in his best interest to fix this.
A bag of holding.
If I remember correctly, the last thing that we had that did this, the bag of holding didn't help.
But yeah, what happens when you put the armor in the forge? Does it just melt?
Yeah, the dwarf will look the armor over. Hey, you gotta pick a bunch of strange spots for zippers. He'll zip one and unzip it. Thought that'd be on the front end, not the back. Oi. He'll give it a toss into the fire. It goes up.
Does anything come of it, or is it just gone?
It's gone.
Dragonfire does beautiful things.
Agreed.
All that it does.
Above the table is that Pops.
Looks like him. Might be a cousin.
And above the table is Pop still off-world.
In theory.
Okay.
Well, thank you for your time. You might want to be careful with that, and I point to whatever melting goop is the armor now. I wouldn't trust it if I were you.
What's
But
it
I'm
gonna
not.
do?
So, honestly, no idea. Probably won't explode. Probably still cursed.
I find that deeply arousing.
If you want something deeply arousing, you could meet me at the bar later.
No. Sorry.
I'm so sorry for my friend. He sees the zippers and it just really gets him going, and I apologize.
That one for the back pocket was a special request.
I can understand that. I'll have you know my wife has an oral fixation. I'm satisfied.
Good.
Yes, we all know.
Have you heard the good news of Lucky? Apparently, you can delight in all kinds of pleasures.
Fixated and otherwise.
I've made terms with my maker. If you seek an early trip, you should keep pressing.
You need to just let this one go, Andreas.
No. You. None of that college shit around here.
Oh, well, in that case, here, have some scotch.
This man knows how to make a payment. He'll motion over to the Dragonborn, who is painstakingly breathing into the fire. Takes a... I'm not a big fan of this. I'm not gonna lie. The whole setup you got going on here is fucking rigged. These guys are taking advantage of you. They fucked up the fire. It's got bad smoke on it now. I gotta fucking let this thing breathe. And, yeah, about that fucking scotch. If you're not handing it over this way, I don't know what the fuck you're offering it for.
Yeah, I got two of them. Here.
He's got two of them. This guy knows how to make a fucking bargain. Hey, you guys got time to shoot this fucking breeze over here?
Always.
They were just leaving.
We can stay for a while.
No, you can't.
Do you purchase armory as well as sell?
Was it made by Pops?
Yes.
Fuck him. Hell no. I won't take any of that shabby shit in my fucking blacksmithy. Our fucking blacksmithy? What the fuck are you talking about? My fucking blacksmithy. This guy over here.
If that's the case, would you be so kind as to edify me on the benefits of your armor and in what ways they are superior.
Epa said a bunch of flashy stuff. Not a fan of it. Pretty dumb. Bunch of gimmicks. I don't know what else there is to say.
This was just a shield. It's pretty basic.
Yeah. Scrub a turd, still a turd. Not
I
like a
generally
resale
don't
athlete.
scrub turds, but that's me.
See everything in this shop? It's got the crest on it. It says I made it. Ah, sorry? What the fuck are you saying? You made it. We made it, guy. It's got our fucking crest on it, the company hammer and sickle, the whole fucking thing. We made it. We only sell stuff we made here. It's kind of an integrity thing. It's also a liability thing. You know, if we sell something else that somebody fucked up on and they get hurt, it comes back to us. We get sued, and next thing you know, we got Mayor Fainwar up our ass. Fucking. Have you seen that guy, by the way? Always collects taxes. Fucking ripoff.
He collects taxes, and he eats a lot of strange foods.
Yeah, I've been here a long fucking time, and this guy suddenly has the fucking kahunas to come knocking on doors saying, hey, you know this town you've been living in for free? Gotta pay for that shit now. Like, oh, what are you doing? Making the rain stop? Fuck no, this guy's not changing a damn thing. All
Yeah,
he's
but
giving
when he
us
does
a
it,
guard.
when he does it, he's all like, "Oh, sorry. Hey there. Hey, what's going on?" Yeah.
Shows the fuck
That
up just
guy.
asking for my money to fucking shove it around town like I'm not already spending the damn things. Like, what the fuck? Let me decide what I'm gonna fucking do, am I right? If you keep him going, I'll have his head in yours.
Well, we'll be on our way. I mean, it's too bad that somebody else wouldn't run for mayor if it was that big of an issue.
Honestly, I don't know why nobody's fucking done it. The only person stupid enough around here to try and run for that fucking bunch of crock of shit is that little fucking halfling that runs around here and tries to steal from us every other week. You know that little guy, Ruggy Dug Dougie, punt him, runs a mile?
Yeah, we paid a guy to kick him in the balls.
I swear to God, if I had $1 for every Ruggy I shoved in this fucking furnace over here, I'd be a rich man. Wouldn't need a damn cent to live off of after that. I think you best be going. I think they best be doing whatever the fuck they want. Hang around, get a smoke. I don't fucking know. What's it to you? I think they got other matters to attend to. They'll just banter like this. They will just keep going.
Perry is noting all of the issues that they're taking so he can report it to Lucky later.
It's like a behind-the-scenes video of Mythbusters over here.
Hey man, gods are gods and they provide shit.
You provide gods with worship. They redistributed it.
That was above the table, but
Oh, sorry.
Well, while all this was going on, Eternal's like looking over the goods, and he'll select a mace.
Seems to be a good quality. They're offering it at a discounted rate. Seems to be about 75% of the usual selling price.
All right. I like this one. I'll take this.
Man of custom. I like it. What's your name?
Eternal.
You need upgrades, you come to me. You want good armor. You want good shit on your head. Bring it on here.
Yeah.
I have magical crossbows.
Not magical,
This
but
one
we got
plus
some
two.
damn good crossbows.
I have a crossbow though. Just wanted to have more power.
I mean, you can mess with the drawback on it, but you run with the chance of breaking it.
That's alright.
No? Alright.
now, do you, I know that you primarily deal in arms and armament. Do you provide any jewelry as well, rings, such?
I mess with rings, usually wedding bands, and then that's about it. Not with rocks, though. Not a jeweler.
No, that's fine. If I could get some bands, that'd be wonderful. Do you have any that are angular?
No.
Nothing that if I slapped something with it, it would leave a mark?
If you want brass knuckles, I can get you some.
There's my guy.
I'll roll you about 10 gold.
Yeah. He will pay him 20 and thank him for such fine craftsmanship.
It's a D4 bludgeoning. Turns your regular unarmored attacks to a D4. These are a simple weapon. They essentially just do like a half-assed unarmed fighting style feat. Nothing crazy. What do you say you wanted this to say on the edge of it?
Lower class.
Lower class, I like it.
Can you do that in Celestial?
I don't fucking know Celestial, do you?
Yeah, I actually have it right here on my mace.
Looks like an elf scribbled out in. You can tell because of the thin line, and give it 10 years of rust, it's fucking gone. Fucking elves! You'll see the Dragonborn is now watching as the Dwarven man is hammering away at this set of brass knuckles. You're receiving 2 brass knuckles, 1 for each hand. The Dragonborn will appear to try and make conversation with you. Fucking, tavern food, am I right? Fuck! The brass knuckles are brought back over. Rough fucking crowd over here. A bunch of fucking people coming in asking for shit we don't serve. I mean, just take a look around. Like, one insight check and you'll see fucking everything we got around here. Perception check. Same damn shit. Fuck. I don't even know what's going on with them.
Yeah, that's pretty fucking ridiculous. I mean, the shit I was asking was just, rings, because that makes sense, because you guys forge metal. Nothing with rocks, of course.
No,
now I got these fine brass knuckles.
I'll keep you guys in mind. I'm just kind of short on coin right now. But
what do you need? We'll spot you.
I mean, I really don't have much in mind right now. I mean, if you could make some of the brass knuckles, that'd be great. But other than that,
get a set of brass knuckles for him as well, if that's possible. And you're a bard, correct?
indeed.
Can we get a cod piece? A metal cod piece.
Googling it, sorry. Oh, shit. That is just for a dick. Alrighty. Okay. A cod piece is procured. They have cod pieces in varying sizes, from small to medium to compensating.
All right. I would recommend being honest. If you've ever used a cup before, you want it to fit correctly.
Oh, I couldn't agree more. Yeah, medium.
He'll hand over a medium cod piece as well as another set of brass knuckles. Oh yeah, just don't get caught with them. They're not exactly blue law legal around here.
Alrighty.
And anything else for our loiterers?
How much would a ring of protection be?
I don't get a fucking ring of protection over here. This fucking guy's asking for fucking magic items left and fucking right.
Andreas, they don't carry magic items. They carry fine items that will take an enchantment if we take it to a magic person who can do so.
We make shit out of dirt that takes lives. That's the fucking end of it. None of that weird mamby-pamby fucking enchanting shit. None of that, like, moving stuff around and making it glow shit because artists can't figure out how to describe magic in books. None of that shit. None of that shit.
Harry pours him another drink while he's going on that rant.
And another fucking thing. What the hell is it with all this food around here nowadays? Why the fuck can't I pronounce a single ingredient? What's going on with that? Are they just, like, trying to drug us? Are we just okay with drinking mutagens in our soda? What the hell's going on with that? Shit causes cancer. We all know it. We still drink it like it's a fucking... Anybody got time? You guys got a fucking minute?
I was just on my way out.
I believe we said we were going to stay, and then you told us to get out.
Oh, I told
Very
you to get
confused here.
out. Get the fuck out.
Oh, okay then. Well,
I like that.
I'm getting
one.
out then.
Very direct.
Perry will turn to him and go, I will definitely field test these, and if they seem to be adequate, make, which I think they will be, I'll see if I can send some business your way.
Don't. Fuck off.
Runger snickers at that one as he
I,
walks out the door.
I'll remember that, bud.
Hope you do.
Weird
Arm wrestle,
business
let's go
model.
now. You, me. Arm wrestle.
You want to arm wrestle me?
Yeah,
You
yeah, I
think
fucking do.
You think I got something to prove to you? Because you evidently just stated you got something to prove to me. I got news for you, buddy. I don't give a shit what you think about me. I don't give a shit if you think I'm strong. I don't give a shit if you think I'm weak. I work here. Get the fuck out.
Perry will command him to pee himself.
You got one word with a command spell.
Yeah, pee.
He'll unzip and pee on you.
I don't think you needed the spell for that. I think he would have peed on you anyway.
Yeah, that was coming your way, bud.
Got any other shitty games and shitty prizes you want to play?
He'll do it again. Cry.
What's your DC? You just didn't resist the first one.
It's a very, very strong 14.
He's gonna keep chuckling and keep peeing. This is like a dark pee. That scotch that you handed over, probably not the first of the day.
He's not very well hydrated, is what you're saying.
No. You got a lot of urine on you. Get the fuck out.
Perry's gonna go seek out Feanor to go let him know that he's selling brass knuckles.
We'll get to that in a minute. Hrunger, as you head outside, is anyone else following?
Oh yeah, I'm outside.
Yeah. I'll.
Sheppel's already outside.
Yeah.
Oh, where did they go? I have some lemonade ready for them. I swear I just saw them not 10 minutes ago. Do you guys respond to the old lady? You gonna go get lemonade, or are you gonna just kind of...
I would, but I've completely forgotten her name.
Arabella. Ah, there she is.
Oh,
Come,
yes,
let us go get some lemonade.
of course, I've got it.
You should get some lemonade.
It's fresh squeezed. She's a ways away. Hearing is keen.
The best kind.
Eternal, do you have prestidigitation?
Yes.
Can you please clean me up?
Very well. And he'll
There's another chuckle
Thank,
from Runger.
thank you. I will get you some 93 octane when we get to Lucky's.
I will get Druidcraft a rose into Perry's breast pocket. Like, this is the best I can do.
It's appreciated. Thank you.
He still smells like piss.
Mildly, like it's in the air, not necessarily on him, but it's in the air. You'll all receive a glass of lemonade. It'll give you advantage on your next ability check. At which point, she will offer you payment. And I'm assuming a candy bar for each of you, and then a regular bar would be good.
That is delightful. Thank you so very much.
Oh, wonderful!
Very appreciated. Thank you.
She'll hand you each a candy bar, and then a bar of gold, valued at 1,000.
You
Done.
just carry those around with you?
Oh, don't you? The trick is never to mint it. That's why you can spend it anywhere.
Yargala, you are just a wealth of knowledge.
Oh, Thank you. I do appreciate your flattery.
I appreciate your wisdom.
So thank you.
I appreciate your lemonade.
I appreciate you telling me where the Jubilex is hiding.
Yes, about that. Jublex apparently is working with Christine.
Oh, Christine! I haven't seen her in 3 doilies ago. Oh, goodness. I have doilies on my table. It's how I measure time. I replace them every 2 weeks. It's probably a lot more than 2 weeks.
I gathered that.
It's been a minute. She's still killing people for fun.
Yeah, last I
yeah.
saw she was throwing Lucky around like a rag doll and we were running from her.
Oh, that woman over there living every lady's dream. Oh, look at her. Well, I'm glad we've got the location. I'll assume you'll be here for the next mission to go and fucking kill that Jubilex, am I right?
Yes. In the meantime, I'll have to work on getting, better prepared.
Oh, better prepared. There's no such thing as better prepared. See, everybody's ready for the fight till they get punched in the mouth. So once you lose a tooth, that's when you're prepared.
It's that whole being level 4 thing that kind of holds me back, you see.
Oh, I think someone's adjusted your encounters as though you've been leveled up with items beyond your normal measurable means, effectively raising your fighting level to maybe level 6 or 7. Who knows?
I don't think an immovable rod has given me such skills.
You're not shoving it up the right asses, then.
Well, you don't know.
Cargella, you tease.
Oh, I don't tease. I just plan.
You don't know what asses I've been using this on.
Perry is, like, loving her more and more. Like, he knew that Lucky wasn't cool with Yargella. He knows why now.
Yargella's probably the only one in Arrowknee who could out-party Lucky.
So, is there anything else you dearies might need?
No, but would you like me to get you some grannies?
Why would I want my own booze? Silly boy.
I just thought you liked to party.
Oh, I do. Silly man trying to offer snow man a ball of snow. Oh, I won't be taking my own brew, thank you. I've got plenty.
Above the table did not realize that. Connections made. Dr. Shepard, have you been you've been taking adequate notes on all are going on?
Of course.
If you could possibly redact the bit about me getting pissed on, that would be wonderful.
Oh, so I won't be telling that to the tribunal then. I'm sorry, I've got an article going into the Daily Bugle Planet about this.
Yes, if we could leave that part out, it would be greatly appreciated.
Oh, I'm not gonna
Harry
lie.
says to not mention that he was urinated upon. Got it.
Smart. You got a... Dr. Shep,
Yes?
I appreciate what you're doing here. Do you have any information for me?
I don't know, did I get anything interesting?
You are welcome to share any gossip I have had you take.
Excuse me.
I'm asking Brad the DM if I got anything interesting.
What you got so far? That's up to you.
Maybe it's up to me.
Share what
Can't
you
make
learned.
up.
Do you hear any
You mean,
gossip
I'm
today?
talking about the gossip at the orphanage.
Yeah.
Killing me. Um, well, I did spend quite a bit of time studying Jolene and Letitia. They were very, very deep in conversation about the troubles in their lives, and they felt that someone named Ori Movich was going to help them determine who had parented their children. I'm not sure who this Bori is, but perhaps he is another doctor like me. So, let's see, what else did I get here?
So long as it's not that Sperry Jinger fellow. Huh? Always with the nudity.
Oh, well, they did mention him, but apparently he's fully booked. They were not able to get an appointment, so they were going with Bori.
I'm not allowed on that show anymore. Not since I beat the security in a fight. You should have seen it.
I'm sure it was quite fascinating.
Oh, yes.
Let's see. You know all about the Jubilex.
Oh, more than enough.
We also found out that was it Hammer and Sickle? They do not have any magic items in stock, but they may be getting some more later.
That sounds like
best
a lie.
to go in and ask. Definitely go in and ask them.
I've only known them to sell one thing, and that's insults.
Oh, yes, we got many of those today.
They
I
give
think.
them away for free. They're not for sale.
Oh.
But anyway, I have about 25 pages of notes here. I can certainly draw up, a thesis, work something out here for you if you wanted a copy.
How much for the originals?
Well, I need the originals for my research, but after, I could certainly sell them to you.
Well, what do you expect to make from your research?
Oh, I'm just publishing my first book here, and I think this would be a great topic for a second book. You know, I really want to make sure I keep the momentum going, make sure my name stays on everyone's minds.
1,000 gold for the current writings?
You know what? I have a photographic memory. Let's do it. 1,000 gold.
Prior to that, can I please get a copy of the writings which I had paid you for?
Oh no, I'm sorry. I'm a highest bidder at this point.
Don't worry. I'll write it down again, Perry. No worries.
Smart man.
What is the Dr. Phil stand for on your coat?
Oh, that's my nickname. You know what? Actually, the ladies at the orphanage, the children at the orphanage, actually asked if they could be on my show, and I told them I don't have one, but what a brilliant idea! Wouldn't you think? Wouldn't it be great to see me on the air, sharing all of my wisdom and knowledge with everyone in the dome and beyond?
I'm not going to lie, that sounds like a ruggy type idea. I'm a little concerned.
Oh, but I'm here to help people.
Terrible influence.
I could help them with their life problems.
So long as you're not bringing on guests that are only below the age of 17 so they can't sign their own fair contracts. Oh, that's got me concerned.
Oh, well, I mean, I guess I could consider having adults. I'd have to talk to my agent.
Oh, yes, always a good idea. Well, I'll be heading off now. I hope you all have a wonderful evening.
Thank you, Yoga.
Oh, I'm sure we will.
Stay safe.
Shep will rip the pages out of his notebook. He kept his actual notebook, but so he'll take his pen and start rewriting things for Perry, but he definitely does not have a photographic memory, and he writes out maybe between a third and half a page worth of notes to cover the 25 pages, and he gives that to Perry. Here you go, all set.
Can Perry make an intelligence check to see if he retained any of the information from the conversation?
History check, and then performance from Shep to forge this.
Okay.
Your proficiency in forgery tools or forgery kit?
Actually, you know what? I do
19.
have a proficiency in forgery kit.
Add your proficiency bonus to your own performance modifier.
Okay.
What you got on the history, Barry?
19.
You're noticing a few gaps. You can footnote those in. Seems to
Get
have
a 22.
covered it quite well. This is good stuff. It seems to be even laid out similarly. Like you're looking at like standard scientific notes like format. This is like chunked off by idea, left room for elaboration. Seems to be pre-text. Like this is about to get translated over to like a readable document. Pretty well done.
It's a half page, and I left room for elaboration.
It's a good thing I was listening.
What else?
All right, Fey Noir.
You'll head your way over to the town hall. At which point I will message Nick. I guess he does a better feint war than I can. Where is that boy?
Who would I think in the dome could remove a, not necessarily a curse, but an enchantment that I don't want?
Probably either Shittith or the lady that just left.
Oh.
We know you're listening.
Yeah, where is
Over here.
Ah,
There he is.
You just said the words, I will message Nick.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't find you. I think you changed. Yeah. Okay. Nippy
It's
name
okay.
changed. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Feinoir, you're being visited.
Mm-hmm. Feanor's at his desk in the corner of the room as you guys walk in.
Hi, Fey Noir. I have a formal complaint to file.
Oh, hater. Yeah, what kind?
Illegal contraband. Brass knuckles being sold, and he will present them.
What makes you think that's illegal contraband, Perry?
Simply because they said not to let any of the guards see it because they are illegal contraband.
Oh, okay. Sounds like you might have got pulled over one there. I mean, we sell swords and like broadswords, and why would we draw the line at brass knuckles?
Runger has his 6-foot-tall maul just leaning up against it.
That guy can throw that thing and it comes right back to him, and you're worried about some knuckle dusters.
Yeah, because you can hide them.
I can hide a dagger anywhere. Literally. I know
Alright,
a
well,
spell
then
called
I will
wrist
up this
pocket.
to a complaint of public intoxication and public urination.
Ah, okay, yeah. On who?
On the gentleman at the hammer and sickle, the dwarven fellow.
You
No,
want
I
me
think
to...
he meant who got peed on.
That's irrelevant.
No, it's definitely relevant.
Will they be aware of who filed? Yeah, they'll know. Fuck it. Yeah, it was on me.
It was
been
on
drinking.
you got beat on.
He's been drinking heavily. He has scotch. If you go check him right now, it's on his
Well,
breath.
he's drinking in his own place of work, and he sold you a weapon, which everybody sells everywhere.
Yeah, and then he pissed
Anything
on
else?
me.
He peed on you. What'd you do? What'd you do to get him to do that? You didn't happen to ask him to pee on you, did you?
No, I asked him to arm wrestle me,
Okay.
and then I told him to cry, and he pissed on me more.
You told him to cry, yeah. Okay, well, yeah, if you want to fill out a form, form 38, 52, 87, 103, 94 and a half, and then section 2A of the generic convention paperwork. You fill out all those and bring them to me, then I'll get that guy put before court, and we'll see if him getting drunk in his own place of business and selling weapons that are completely legal and peeing on somebody after they commanded him to pee is illegal or not.
Whoa. Who said anything about commanding?
I have bigger fish to fry. And he kind of points over to like a vat in the corner that you guys all just now noticed with like
fish?
yeah, it's like a fish tank almost, and it's got this weird floating circle with one arm in it.
There's a small halfling woman covered in tally marks that makes her way inside. She handles over a manila folder, gives a nod, and holds out a hand for payment.
It's reciprocated instantly.
She waltzes off, gives a wink towards Horungir, and leaves.
See her? Oh, always pre-files her paperwork. Never says a word when she comes in here. Paperwork's already done. I know what she's here for.
Above the table, that wand of finger
Was
guns.
she peed on as well?
Yes.
Above the table, Nick, that wand of finger guns, what was the DC on that?
10.
Thank you.
Anywho, yeah, big shit to fry. Talk to y'all later. Get out. Go away. Leave.
The thing, as I'm making my way out, I'll say, the thing I love about Arrowknee is everyone is just so welcoming.
Standing outside is Ruggy. You'll see he's standing next to a no Ruggy sign, posted on the town hall door. It almost kind of feels like everybody's just trying to shuffle you off to the next mission. You ever feel like this whole place is just kind of purposely set up to kind of kick you out of itself so that you go do things that are adventurous?
Hey, Rocky,
All the time.
how would you like to make some gold?
That depends. Is fellatio involved?
No.
Unless you wanted to.
All right.
Form 69, subpart B, fellatiatic and public consent. Don't worry, I got it. I'll bring it out to you.
I got my 420 permit.
Oh, yeah, all right, you're fair, you're fair. He can suck you off all he pleases.
Ruggy, I'd like you to go kick the dwarven gentleman at the hammer and sickle squarely in the balls.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I'll make sure it's done. He'll run over to a small dwarven child who's holding looks to be a bottle of vodka, has a rag in it. He taps the dwarven child on the shoulder, who whispers back to him, yeah. He's the one telling me to go kick this guy in the balls, but if I run in there, he'll kick my ass. Yeah, you're related to him, right? The child shakes his head no. You're not related to any of the dwarves in town? What dwarves are you related to? All right, well, he wanted me to have you go kick that guy in the balls, so you make that happen. The child walks up to you, holding the glass bottle in hand. Hey!
This isn't the same one from the orphanage, is it?
No, looks a lot like him. Might be related. Does not look like the other dwarves in town, though.
Okay, so is this Timmy?
Yes.
Okay.
This guy.
Hey!
Hi.
Hey, Timmy, I'd happily pay you some gold to go kick the dwarf at the hammer and sickle squarely in the balls.
I'm holding an action to defend myself.
What's your AC, Perry?
I will buy you a drink as well. One that's better than what you currently have.
What's your AC?
My AC is 22.
There's a whiff. The child swings a foot up, grazes your groin, barely missing like anything of importance. Realizes he's been caught, lights the bottle, throws it at or thinks that he's about to throw it at the ground, looks over at the group of people that have done nothing, takes the rag out, smashes it into the ground, and runs off.
Is there a chance to catch him or grapple him?
Reaction, yeah.
All right, I am going to attempt in athletics.
Alrighty. Yeah, what's your athletics?
That will be a 22. Thank you, Belt of Hill Giant Strength.
You reach out, and with speed, his acrobatics ducks below your arm. He looks back towards you, spits in your one good eye.
And Perry's having a real shit day, guys.
You think, judging by this, he may be some sort of monk, maybe with expertise in acrobatics. You think he's been in this scenario a lot.
Can I? Fuck. Never mind. Wait, actually, no, yeah, fuck it. Can I Misty Step right in front of this kid?
Yes.
It's just like he runs into me.
Ooh, sorry! He'll attempt to run around you.
I will. I can't do anything, can I? Yeah, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna quickly turn into like a wolf and just try to grab him.
You only got one part to grab him with. You want to bite him?
Yeah, I want to bite him.
All right, give me an attack roll.
Give me a sec. Gotta find the wolf stats. $23.
23. We'll see
Yeah.
that you successfully attack him. You bite down, clamping firmly. He is stuck.
Cool. I'm just gonna like. I didn't think I'd get this far, so I'm just standing there with like a small dwarven child in my mouth.
Perry is now going to go over there and tie him up.
He is going to look at the bottle of vodka, look at Perry approaching, give it a couple of like light hefts, looking you in the eyes. I don't want to do this. Neither do you.
All I wanted was you to go kick the dwarf in the balls, and this is what you do. I was going to pay you. I have good gold.
He misses the 22 AC. And we'll hit.
Yeah, Perry will bat it away with his shield.
He's going to hit Eternal. Eternal, you
I
have
try
a
and
bot.
catch it.
Oh, okay. Give me a acrobatics or sleight of hand. Up to you.
Nope. I shatter it as I like go to bat it away. Like, oh, that was a bad choice.
Covered in vodka. It doesn't ignite, but you got a lot of vodka on you. Some glass shards are around. We'll see if you get any piercing damage off that.
God, you smell like shitteth.
He'll take 1 piercing damage. Kid's stuck, panicked.
Yeah, we're tying this fucker up. We're taking him to the law.
Alrighty.
Maybe. I can't speak. I'm a wolf. Never mind.
Drag him off. Bring him over to the holding area.
Yeah, I'll give Andreas a chance if he wants to switch out wolf form, because we're gonna have him tied up at that point.
Yeah, I'll just stay in wolf form, like dragging him along. Again, like a purple and silver wolf.
The kid, you'll notice, is oddly still. Seems to be sizing up his situation.
If I see him like even think about trying anything, like I'll just grunt, indicating like probably not a good idea, kid.
I will attempt to command sleep him.
He looks back at you and gives you just the most spiteful look.
He will try it again.
He's tuckered out.
I mean, as a parent, guys above the table, you just keep telling go to bed, go to sleep. It's a thing.
Out like a light. You bring him over to the town guard. A blue dragonborn waits for you at a front desk. Looks to be a smaller woman. Kind of frail in stature, but serious in tone. Hi there. What are you bringing me? What are you bringing me?
Bringing you a Timmy.
Hi, bringing me a Timmy. I've got a Timmy cell a little ways down. Usually sticks around for a day. We give him a talking to, give him a couple of presentations on how bad it is to bully others, and next thing you know, he's back on the streets doing what he does.
Can I proactively have searched his pockets?
Matches, coins, various and sundry jewels. You're looking at about 200 gold worth of crap in here. Most of it seems to be varying items of like necklaces, rings, a couple of IDs, one police badge. He's got a lot of stuff on him.
If we happen to have, say, a police badge that he stole, would that increase the amount of time that he stayed?
Well, he is but a child. It's not. The laws aren't necessarily the same for children around here, and we. I'm not going to lie. He's promising to be a good officer. He's got the instincts for it. Runs right towards danger. Doesn't look anybody different than how he should. He gives everybody a fair shake and then kicks them square in the nuts. And we kind of smile at that around here at the town guard. If we can stop the preemptive violence, he'd be a worthy member of the community.
Perry will pull out the police badge. So who is the one that he got a hold of here?
That was actually a gift. He got an honorary badge because he helped bring in a lost cat, and we felt bad for him. It's got his own name on it. It's written on the back there in deep speech, so nobody could really question it. Kind of plausible deniability. We can't exactly deputize a child, but we can at least make him feel better, given he's got no family at all.
Does he have a place where he stays?
Honestly, here. That's cell. We try to have him at the orphanage, beat up all the other kids, or the halflings, I should say. They're a rough and tumble group. Yeah, Mary paid good money to hire that security for old lady over there.
What would it take to rent a room for?
I'm not going to lie, I'm not an innkeeper. I don't know their going rights.
I mean, do you own your own house, or do you rent, or?
Well, yes. The trouble is that he will burn it down. He is a habitual arson. You bring him somewhere, he will probably burn that place down. We keep him here because cell is fireproof.
Is there anything other than kicking people in the balls that he likes?
Theft. Lots of theft. Really good at it.
Have you ever called Bori Povich?
We did try that once. He was unable to determine the father.
Oh.
I heard that one of those programs had a scared straight.
I'm not. We outlawed conversion therapy a very long time
Oh
ago.
no! Not conversion therapy. No, it's to deter them. No, to deter them from criminal activity. They show them what hardened criminals are like and scare them with it, if you will.
I mean, I'm. The only thing they can do is bring the kid into a jail, and it's not like the jail people like the prisoners around here scared shitless of that kid. They know he's got immunity from the town guard, at least till he's of age. And to be honest, most of them respect him too. The kid's got guts. What can I say? There's not a criminal alive in here that does not give Timmy a good shake and nod. They usually buy him drinks too. Nothing of alcoholic. I usually steals those, but no, they'll usually get him like a small beverage, tell him it's alcoholic, and he's a dwarf, so he knows the difference, but he still plays along. He's a good sport about it. Only person I know of to be invited to the Rogues Guild and the police's inaugural ball every year.
All right, but I'll take him back to his cell then.
Well, only thing you might be able to get use out of him for is any sort of above side of the tracks type gossip, but who knows if he'd share.
All right. Perry is going to take him to the cell. You guys can come with me if you'd like. He's going to sit him down, like in a comfortable position, pull out the rest of his scotch, pour a nice big flagon of it, and wake Timmy up.
Timmy will wake up. Is he still tied up?
His feet are tied. His hands are not.
You'll look over. There are so many tally marks inside of this cell. It is cramming into smaller and smaller spaces as each new brick is tallied. The number of days here is numerous. It seems to be a longer amount of time than a usual dwarf of his age should have.
Interesting. Timmy.
Yeah.
Feet are tied currently, so you don't kick me in the balls. There's a drink right next to you. Scotch. It's tall. Go ahead, have a sip.
Pick up the drink, swirl it around, look over to Shep.
Shep will hold up whatever's left in the flask that Perry gave him and
Sip.
tap glass and say,
Take a sip.
Slancha. You can have a sip.
You take a sip.
I'll
you want
take
me
a
to take
sip. Whoever. Any of us can.
Shep, take a sip. You can drink the antidote. Shep, take a sip.
Yeah,
will
Shep, it's just
Come
scotch.
around to the side of him. He can still kick with two legs.
That's why I'm standing back.
And take a sip of his scotch.
He'll watch you for a few moments. What are your thoughts on Mayor Fainwar?
Not much. I don't think much of him.
How much gold to kill that one? Points over to Hrungir.
What you got?
All right, it's not a truth serum. Take a sip. What? You got
Look,
me back here. I don't know what you want.
I just don't want to be kicked in the balls. I think that's pretty reasonable. Most people don't want to be kicked in the balls.
Pay me.
What are we talking? And what comes with that payment? Is there some gossip I can get?
Oh, I got loads of gossip. What gossip do you need?
Anything you're willing to share?
Yeah, nobody kind of notices the coat rack. Who do you want gossip on?
You're familiar with Lucky.
Yep.
Anything he would find interesting.
There's a big shipment that was supposed to come in. I think his stock's about to start running dry, if you know what I'm saying.
Teddy bears? Shipment of teddy bears?
Mm-hmm.
I see. Yeah, where would that be? And I'm not gonna screw you over here. What payment do you want?
Gold. 2 silver. And I want to see you touch him.
Okay. He'll pull out the gold. He'll pull out the 2 silver. He will take off his gauntlets and touch them bare hand.
Shipment's supposed to come in from Broken Claw. They haven't been producing since Ruggy took over. The Action Surge powder well is about to run dry.
That's a big fucking problem. Is there anywhere else where Action Surge powder could be procured from?
Not unless you know the guy that makes it.
And who would that be?
Scribbly Pibbles.
Is he someone that we could potentially have summoned?
I mean, no.
I'm guessing he lives in Broken Claw.
He lives in hell. He's a Rakshasa.
Oh,
Yeah.
Even better.
uh, do you know how he feels about Asmodeus?
Big loyalist.
Oh, wonderful. Um, good to know.
Loyalist to the crown.
So whoever's sitting on the throne is who he's loyal to.
Yeah, I think so. I don't know. He doesn't really follow a lot of rules, so it's kind of hard to get a bead.
Fair enough.
And, where did you all get back from?
We were helping Yargella out.
With what?
We had to clean out her gutters.
Of what?
Oh, it was just bunch of ooze and nastiness. We had to mend them. They corroded it a little bit. You know, this acid rain and whatnot.
You know, I don't believe that. And, neither do you. So, are we just gonna keep doing this?
I mean, I'm trying to figure out how much I can trust with you.
You look like you sing. What did you fight today? He who sings.
We didn't actually fight anything today.
That's suspicious. Why'd they hire, 60 then?
I don't know.
Their
Seems
fellow
like
is very cautious.
yeah, she was just making sure nothing would happen.
Yeah, there are bigger problems at play here that we don't know all the information on in order to act on.
Well, town guard's looking okay. Fire department's still got its ice-breathing dragonborn, so, you know. I'm kind of out of the job for a bit.
So I could potentially hire you to gather some more information?
At least until I take care of that new fire department.
Yeah.
They built the
Fuck
place
it.
out of wood. I don't know what they want.
You know, you're a good kid, Timmy.
No, I'm not.
Good is very subjective.
Good kids die. Don't call me good.
You're a tough kid.
Thanks. Hey, you
So,
big one.
Yes.
How'd you get those cool face markings?
They're just tattoos
How'd you
of
get
my
them?
clan. How did I get them? Master of ceremonies in my clan bestowed them upon me.
Throw a log?
Say again?
Did you throw a log?
Not that I recall. It was a ritual.
Why do you like rituals?
I would look at him a little perplexed. Are you interested?
Nah. My parents used to be into rituals. Didn't go well.
Did the rituals involve fire?
Nah. They involved a lot of plants.
Interesting. Are you familiar with Christine?
Very.
We need to get a bead on her.
I'm done with Christine.
Well, that's kind of where this whole mess leads us.
Yeah, well, that's kind of the whole mess I came from, so, not looking to go back.
Is Christine your parent?
No. She killed my parents. Very upset.
So you'd want to see her dead?
I don't want to see her again. She scares me.
Did you know Shit's son?
Yeah, we used to kick people in the balls together. It was really fun. He cast whole person on him. Way easier that way.
Do you know where he is?
No. Do you?
I've heard rumors, but I'm not entirely sure. We're looking for him. When we find him, we'll bring him back here. You two can kick people in the balls together again. How old are you, Timmy? Well,
About 10 years old.
how many years have you been 10 years old?
Too many.
Ballpark? Guess.
Stop counting after 300. I had my 100th birthday in the old place. Before the half-orc blew it up.
Was that half-orc Bork?
Something like him.
You mean when he was wearing that belt? Or the headband? The headband.
My
Timmy?
mom made it.
Your mom made it?
Mm-hmm. She...
So you're from Annapolis.
Yeah. I don't miss it.
Timmy, you're obviously older than 10 here, as we've established, so I'm sorry you're stuck in this state, but if you ever need anything, just let me know. Stiff drink, smoke, whatever you need that you're barred for from being quote-unquote 10.
I get what I want.
Harry has the perfect crotch for kicking.
It is perfect. Perfect and everything.
I have a question for you, Timmy.
What?
You know why you're still 10?
Like I said, ritual crap.
I think we need to have a conversation with a few people. Timmy, any information you can keep gathering on action surge powders, shipments, and anything of the like that Lucky would find interesting, please let me know. I'll give you an advance of... Here's 100 gold.
Thank you. You give me good gold, I give you good info. You give me bad gold, well, you wind up ass deep in a big old pile of goop.
You give me good pieces of information, there'll be more gold where that came from. In fact, screw it. This is better gold. He'll pull out the bar that he just got from Yargella.
I don't want that. You can't get change for a bar. She screwed you.
Well, I've still got gold in other ways. Here's screw it. He'll up it to 300. He'll give him 300.
Hey, robot boy, you look more interesting than this weird bargaining going on.
Okay.
What is it you want?
I want to know what's going on.
Me too.
I want to know why you're still 10. Why is it everybody that we talk to that's been here from the beginning all come from the same place?
It got bad there.
It did.
Uh-huh. Mommy and Daddy decided to summon something bad. Killed it so it'd make me. Me.
So, who were your mommy and dad?
Regular villagers. Bit off more they could chew.
Find that difficult to completely believe.
They got a hold of a bad book.
Regular villagers, even with the worst books, don't succeed at summoning something and then killing it.
All they are now is a memory. You won't catch them telling tales.
Perhaps.
Do you recall what the book looked like?
Dark. Turned its own pages. Kinda wanted to tell its own story.
Can I recall some of Arrow's book to this young old man? And see if the description fits the description?
Look for the torn page. You'll find what you want. This painter put him in the book. Made the book so only his descendants could read. Or devilish ones, I should say.
Tieflings.
Torn page? That's your ticket in. You don't want to see what's on the other side of that. My mommy and daddy, they summoned something bad. Big old goop. Turned a bunch of stuff into dead stuff. Then that half-orc brought the sky down on it. Left a crater. No more mommy and daddy.
Perry's going to start describing Bonesaw, but not specifically the look of Bonesaw, more of like the properties, like the stretching and whatnot. Is that what they summoned?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're going to have to deal with that.
Hmm.
Sounds like a game that's gonna start with a fight right out the fucking gate. Maybe because there's gonna be a lot of fucking hit points and actions involved, so it's probably gonna be like a 2-hour combat.
Out of curiosity, Tim, you know any weaknesses of this goop?
Love, emotion, respect. I don't fucking. What do you want me to tell you? I saw it for 10 seconds at the seance, and then boom. No more mommy and daddy.
Were they assimilated?
They left really, really detailed shadows.
Did the shadows move?
Bork dropped a rock on the place. Seen that before.
He dropped the one that floated in the sky at night. Or one of them. Took out a god with it. A lot of people helped them. Some of the other gods tried to bring that god back. They offed those gods too. People that worship those bad gods kicked them out here. While they had the garbage chute open, they sent anybody they didn't like.
Oh.
Yeah.
Was Ivy part of that?
What you got, Eternal?
They are suffering the consequences of their actions.
Some are. Some are guilty by association. What'd you get, Perry?
Was Ivy one of them?
No. She found her way here. There were some that made their way from another land. Another land's kind of like what you guys did. Once you kill a god, whole thing goes up.
Something
careful.
like that.
Yeah, I've heard tales of this.
Once gods remember they're mortal, they decide to remind you that you are too. Unless you're not.
Thank you for the information, Timmy. Perry will leave the rest of the bottle for him.
You gonna untie my legs?
Something tells me that you'll be able to get out of that all right on your own.
Something tells me you should start wearing a crotch guard.
I already planned on that.
You over there with the music.
Up.
Heard there was a bar up north.
Bar up north.
A couple of friends of mine played music like yours.
Mm-hmm.
Went up there to perform, didn't come back.
I think I heard something like.
I think you should go check it out.
Might.
Fucking hook.
Just
hook.
hook.
I'm sorry, I'll stop setting you up.
So Timmy, you
You're
know
like
much. You know much about dragons.
I know they were the first ones around here. It was them and those giants.
Giants aren't around anymore, though. Dragons still are.
And what do you know of the lands to the north?
Bad voodoo. Real bad. You don't want to go there. Excuse me. I went up there once a very long time ago. There's a whole city. Floating guys, bunch of eyes, real messy.
Describes a few different things.
More particularly the beholden. You buy a ticket up there, don't waste money on a return. We done?
Yeah, I think we are.
I think so.
All right. that, what do you want to do?
Eternal will take out 100 gold and give it to him.
Thank you.
I would be the last. Are we all leaving? I don't want to push anyone out the door.
Yeah, I'm leaving.
Yeah.
I would wait until everybody else left. I'd be the last one out, like I have been in the last couple of encounters. And I would put 50 more gold down and say, make sure you kick the parry guy as often as possible.
He's got to sleep sometime.
Right.
At that, that'll see the end of tonight's game. Hope everyone had a wonderful time. Don't forget to like and subscribe, by the way. If you're watching this and you have not subscribed, please subscribe. We're trying to get our subscribers up because, like, monetization, and we want to make money and pay people to play D&D and, like, run ads and do cool stuff and get a better rig. Yeah, it'll be fun times. In the meantime, though, be well, be safe, have fun.